sponsored by Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, Hestia Med Spa, and Comfort Keepers in Home Care. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Gene Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And speaking of seniors, our first guest this morning in the studio is Kevin MacDonald, head honcho of the SCV Senior Center.
Hey, great to be with you both.
Yes.
Great. Thank you,
Yes.
Kevin, for being on today.
Yes. Now, tell us what's going on at the Senior Center now and in the future.
Right now, everything's going on.
Good.
Nice to announce we're fully open, and I just left. They're sending me pictures that the ballroom is full.
Wonderful.
So people are coming back finally.
Wonderful.
So they're coming in to have their wonderful meals, and the classes are open, and we are fully open.
That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm assuming you're still delivering.
And we're still delivering more than ever before. About 75,000 meals a month go out. Wow. And, our great teams are doing that. They were showing up this morning at 5:30, knocking on the door, getting in to start cooking the meals. And, yeah, a lot
and they also come by and pick them up also,
our
they?
drive-thru is still open.
And
drive-thru is about 620 people a day in Santa Clarita for the Santa Clarita drive-thru.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's still a popular thing and a popular way to get food, and we're happy to provide that service.
But isn't it wonderful to be open again?
Yeah, it's just great to see.
Everybody.
Great to see the faces in the conversation. I walked up to two ladies yesterday who were having their lunch, and they said, we haven't seen you in 2.5 years. And I said, yeah, and there was just this, magnet between us of saying, yes, it's so good to see people. And coming out of that isolation that they've experienced more than any of us have in many different ways, and just
much more so
to have a place to go. We don't fill a table with 8 people; we fill a table with 4 people, and there's some comfort there. It's spread out. You can also eat outside if you want to. So we want to keep those options open for people as they slowly come back, and we just want to welcome them.
But even with just 4 people at a table, you can still communicate with each other.
Yes.
You don't have to shout out like this. You can talk in a normal voice,
No, it is so missed. It is so missed to see other people. And we have a new crew coming in. When we opened in 2019, the people that are coming in recently are a new batch of people we've never met before.
Wow, that's
so
wonderful.
we're happy to welcome them, and they had no idea what they would walk into when they walked through the glass doors. So it's nice to share that Bella Vita experience with each and every person, and each and every person has a different need when they walk through those doors.
That's right, and it's such a beautiful center, absolutely beautiful as compared to the other one. There's absolutely no comparison. I mean, the old one served its purpose. It really did. It really did.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have a beautiful center. We keep it that way, and the people respect it, and they deserve it. They are worthy to have an outstanding and beautiful senior center in their community in Santa Clarita. So we're happy to offer that.
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. And so,
but not only that, Kevin, the services that you provide, the information that you provide is outstanding, and not as well. Just so our listeners as well know that so many of the things that are done at our senior center are very progressive, very much out there, beyond other senior centers throughout the county. The county is fully aware that the Santa Clarita Senior Center, Bella Vita, leads the way in thoughts, ideas, and how they move forward, how they move the senior programs forward. So when they turn to look at what needs to be done for seniors, they always turn to our senior center, Kevin, under your leadership, to try to make sure that others can as well get the same kind of information, the same kind of benefits, the same kind of help for those who might be living at home. And the perfect example is what you've already said statistically. You're per year, you're close to 1 million meals per year for this community and the Antelope Valley. I mean, that is outstanding.
Well, we enjoy doing it, and our staff is key to that because they keep listening to the seniors for what the seniors need. And I think if you can say progressive, you can say whatever, but it's really, are you listening to those seniors that are coming through the door, or asking what they need
Yep.
for the future, and then implementing what they're asking for? And that's just listening to your customer. That's 101 and trying to make it all happen.
And you,
But a
you
lot
have
of people
such a
don't. They
great,
don't listen, and you are listening, and that's just a great point that you've made. That if you feel there's a need in the Santa Clarita community for the seniors, come to the senior center, because at the senior center will listen to the requests that are out there.
And we also have the support, though, from the city and county, because if we have a request, we work with our partners there, and they've just been supportive of what we were trying to do, because they know we're listening, and then they back us up with support. So between the city and county, we're really, really blessed to have that support.
plus you have a great group of employees there too.
I do. It's an
You're
amazing group.
so lucky. You really are, because they are keyed in to seniors. They really are.
Yeah.
Of course, some of them are seniors themselves.
That's how we recruit. So we have some great middle management. Our frontline staff is terrific. My executive team has just been outstanding for many years. And as they turn over and they retire, we try to bring in somebody new, and it's working out. So I'm really, really proud of each individual brings their own talents to the senior center, and our job is to take advantage of it because they're so good.
And aren't you glad you're here?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm thrilled. It's not a job in many ways. It's a lot of fun.
And it's so nice to have the pleasure and feel pleasurable when you go to work.
Yes, it is.
It really is. It makes all the difference in the world.
But it's also a community that says thank you a lot, and that doesn't always happen in different people that you serve. And just the drive-through before I came here, and people are smiling and laughing and saying thank you, even though they've been doing this for over 2 years. There's still that thank you every day. They appreciate it, and that's a thrill for each of us to see that smile at the end of, and the outcome is a wonderful smile, and they get a nutritious meal. So
Yes. Now, what's coming up in the future
we
beside the celebrity waiter dinner, which there was an article in the Signal about it.
yes,
today.
we're getting ready for Celebrity Waiter. That's
Oh, my goodness.
Can I talk about that?
Oh, yes,
That's
please.
Saturday, July 16th, in our courtyard outside, because Barbara Cochran says we need to have it again in the courtyard, and we are.
Yes.
So it'll be under the stars, and the theme is A Night in Hollywood. So we have some incredible surprises coming up. We're led by our title sponsor, Comfort Keepers In-Home Care. Myles McNamara and his team are coming out, and we just have some exciting events coming on. The live auction is looking stronger and stronger every day. We'll be selling out in a couple of weeks, so if you want tickets, let us know.
I paid for mine already.
Barbara, you're already in. Barbara's got the head table because she got that in the live auction last year. So we got your head table ready for you.
Good,
It
good,
should
good.
just be a nice night outside. And, we changed it a couple of years ago to honor people. And this year we're honoring our food service volunteers
Yes.
who got us through the pandemic. Last year we honored our
Yep.
Meals on Wheels volunteers. These are the people who work in the kitchen, they work in our ballroom, and do our drive-through. So we're honoring them this year. They'll be at the event, and we're able to say thank you to them. And they are our true celebrity waiters, as we
Yep.
call them.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun evening.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
And it's really, once a year we can all come together at the senior center, which is nice to see the results of what happened this past year, to give thanks to our folks and raise a little bit of money to make our ends meet, because we need those funds to make everything happen at the senior center.
Now, how many can you gather in that courtyard area?
Oh, it's a wonderful wide area. Now we can fit 350 people in there, and with
That's
plenty
what I
of room and open air, and we'll have our misters out there, so don't worry, Barbara. If it gets hot, we'll have a mister.
was a
We'll
lifesaver
have
last
the mister
year.
for you, and the food's going to be
Oh.
fantastic. We just brought in some great entertainment, some Hollywood-style entertainment's coming in.
Wonderful.
So, and it should be a wonderful evening. So if you want tickets, they're still available. Just call the Senior Center.
And the senior center number is?
You know better than I do.
661-259-9444. It's been that way ever since it opened.
Yes, and we're keeping it
That's
that
the
way.
number, absolutely.
That's the message that's out there.
Absolutely. And I wish Russ was here to see it all. He would love that senior center.
Well, he helped plant the seeds to make it all happen,
yes,
so
he did.
we appreciate
He
it.
absolutely did. Oh, my goodness. But he's up in heaven watching down. He'll see us all there.
There you go.
Yes, yes, he will.
Hey, one
Yes.
thing, we talk about Celebrity Waiter, but we're also, today happens to be World Elder Abuse Day.
That's right.
And it's spreading throughout the world to recognize elder abuse, to be aware of it, to see that it's out there. And we're all wearing purple today. All the staff
Purple.
and volunteers are wearing purple today, and we'll be taking some moments. We did some staff training yesterday. We'll be doing some training with the Chamber of Commerce tonight. We're going to be sharing with them what elder abuse is, and to make sure the eyes and ears are open in this world to look out for it and to help protect, basically seniors from being taken advantage of. And that's
In more ways than one, not just physically
Right.
being hit, but emotionally and pocket-wise, money-wise, cautious. Because, children can be children, and they will take advantage
yeah.
of their parents in more ways than one.
You have that. You also have the phone scams that are coming out and trying to convince a senior to give up some credit card information. And they're
Yes.
vulnerable seniors out there. And, they want this, they want that, they want you to buy this. And, we try to encourage all of our seniors to pause and talk to a loved one before they agree to anything or send any information to anybody else.
Absolutely.
Because they do target our seniors because they know they're vulnerable. So we have to be on the watch. And each of us has to be on the watch for our loved ones to making sure something doesn't happen odd in their life. How are they doing physically? Has something changed? Financially, has something changed? And looking out for those signs and how their house is looking or how they're looking and see if we can assist them in any way so abuse doesn't continue or just neglect as well. And we really have to look out for each other. So it's just one day to really focus on those things.
Well, it was interesting because both of my children, when I decided to take all the carpeting out and put wood floors on, I had a round circular carpet underneath my dining room table. And they both said to me, Mom, if you walk behind that chair and into that kitchen, that's the first thing you're going to do is trip on that rug. Get it out. And I said, okay. And they were right, too, because I'm not as stable as I used to be on my feet,
Right.
I have to watch very carefully where I'm walking and what I'm walking on and what I'm walking into. Because, my mind is not as alert as it used to be, and neither is my body.
Right.
And I think I can speak for a lot of seniors who have that same problem.
Yep. But you got good kids looking out for you. They also, hopefully, they talk to you about those phone calls. There's one going around where they convince you to send money because their nephew needs money in Georgia, and they know all about your family. And
I've
really,
had that one.
Really convince you. But so many of our folks have fallen prey to that, or to buy something and you can pay it off over 5 years. And again, it's reaching out and talking to your son or your daughter and saying, does this make sense?
Yes, it
And that's the
absolutely
message we
does.
need to get out because those scams are out there.
Oh, they are. They really, really are. And because of that, I had my landline taken out. I said, this is ridiculous. The phone rings at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, 7:30, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. And those few times, the times that they do ring, if I'm in the living room and have the TV on, the number shows up in the corner of the TV. And it's always, always a number I do not recognize. Because everyone I know calls me on my cell phone. And I said, this is it. This is ridiculous, paying for this landline when nobody I know who knows me calls me on that. They
Right.
all call them cell phone.
Right.
So,
But if you needed help, we're also asking you to call our social workers and our support services team because they will walk you through almost any situation that you're running to. And I've referred 2 of my friends to our social workers in the past week. I said, you need someone to talk to. You need something in your family to make an adjustment. Call our social work team. They're free and they're wonderful. And they'll talk
Absolutely.
to your problem. And again, these are 2 close friends that I said, no, call a social worker. And I left it up to them and I gave them the email address and the phone number and say, reach out. And it's so important to keep doing that.
yeah, that's terrific. And like I said before, you have a great group of employees there, people who really care about seniors,
Yes,
They
we're
really
very,
do.
very lucky.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be working there.
No. and they do the support groups, and they take their time with everyone. We have 2 people at the reception desk every day now because so many people are coming up requesting things and having a need and having a want. So we're glad they're there.
Yeah, and one of these days soon, we'll have to get that room dedicated.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We have the reception room dedicated.
Yes.
In honor of your late husband. That'll be nice, and we can do that soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the building's open. The library that you love so much, that is open. The card rooms are open. The new dance floor is open in the back. We have the weight room is going to open this week or early next week. The billiards room is getting fuller and fuller. The arts and crafts room, the lecture hall, even the computer room, we have that open this week. So we got every room, every crevice in that place is open for seniors to come and enjoy.
And like you say, lots of them are coming in.
And they're coming in because they know it's free. They know it's a service. They know we're a private nonprofit just trying to do our best with it with some wonderful county and city support. And it's open to them, and we want them to make that connection in their life so they have something to look forward to every day. And that's why, a reason to get up in the morning, I think is so important. Even if you have to take dial-a-ride to get there, our dial-a-ride is going crazy with people hopping in. So it's a wonderful city service that we have that brings the seniors in. The drivers are so good with our seniors, making sure, some of them walking them to the door and making sure they're okay, but it gives them access to the world.
Yes, that's true. And you still deliver meals, don't you?
Yes.
Lots and lots
Lots of meals.
And that's a fun volunteer job. I did it for many years. And it was just so exciting to see the seniors come to the windows, open the curtains. You're here, and just as happy as can be. And so nice to go in for a few minutes and sit and chat with them, open their boxes or whatever we have for them. And they just love it. And I'm sure that has not changed.
No, the basics of delivering meals is more than just a meal. You'll get your nutritional meal, but you also get that contact. And then you have the same person delivering it to you. Every Monday is probably the same person delivering it to you.
That's right.
And in Santa Clarita, we're doing about 530 people a day getting that. And we still need volunteers because the summer we run short. We give our regular volunteers a little break during the summer. So we're still looking for Meals on Wheels drivers if you haven't done it before. And retirees are our main market. They come and they give us 1 day a week for about 3 hours. And again, it gives them something to do, but it also gives us a huge support for our seniors.
And I cannot recommend it more. It is a wonderful volunteer job. It really is. Absolutely is. So, what else?
What else? Oh, well, we're still looking for volunteers. You talk about volunteers, so Meals on Wheels volunteers are other volunteers that can help out inside the building. Now that we're open and very active, that's a key part for us. And they're the they do everything for us. They're just an amazing group of people. We've been honoring people all year long, and we'll continue to honor, our wonderful volunteers. So
and don't forget to buy your ticket for
Celebrity Waiter on Saturday, July 16th.
Yes.
And if you need anything, support, help, counseling, like I said, everything we're doing for free. We have more concerts coming up. We just finished Rod Stewart. We had Elvis, who was fantastic. And we got the Beatles. It's called Abbey Road. They're coming in August for us. We just booked the Eagles for September and Roy Orbison for October. So we're going to keep rocking in the courtyard with these free concerts for our seniors.
Oh,
wow.
That's wonderful, Kevin. Well, thank you so much for coming in
Thank you, Kevin.
and sharing
Doing
all
a great
of this.
job.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Absolutely. And we'll see you again soon.
Okay. Thank you again. Thanks to
terrific.
both.
Thank you.
Great.
I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help. Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
This is Bradley from Santa Clarita Grocery, the all-volunteer grocery program serving children, families, and individuals experiencing food insecurities. Since January 2020, Santa Clarita Grocery has distributed 83 tons of fresh groceries to 4,465 families in the SCV. Santa Clarita Grocery is a drive-up, drive-through service with physical distancing in place to continue serving our community. If you are in need or looking for a charity to do the most good for our community, please consider partnering with us by donating to Santa Clarita Grocery, one of the most efficient charities in the Santa Clarita Valley. A full 99 cents out of every dollar goes directly back to the community. Santa Clarita Grocery operates on a 1% overhead and is sustained through private donations. Santa Clarita Grocery is at 21176 Center Point Parkway in the Oasis Furniture parking lot. Please visit our website, santaclaritagrocery.org, or Facebook at Santa Clarita Grocery to make a difference in our awesome town community. 661-425-7575. Be our guest and experience the difference.
If you're in need of physical therapy, check out Focus Physical Therapy. Owner and therapist Adam Laraway has the latest in cutting-edge technology, introducing the Newbie, the ultimate in neuromuscular re-education. The Newbie can help you heal up to 70% faster and was FDA cleared in September 2017. The Newbie uses pulse direct current, which mimics the same neurological signals the brain uses and allows the therapist to identify those signals with 100% accuracy. Newbie can even help improve your sleep while tackling issues with neck, knee, and shoulder pain, sciatica, and arthritis. It can accelerate your fitness progress, which means better results in less sessions. Get stronger quicker. Why not use the same technology that the Dodgers and the LA Clippers use? Focus PT, located on Peachland off Lyons in Newhall. Call 255-4205. Go online at focusphysicaltherapyscv.com.
La Esmeralda is home to truly authentic Mexican food. This family-owned restaurant prides itself on its fresh-to-order menu. Even the tortillas are made in-house. If you have a taste for sizzling fajitas, flautas, or menudo, you have to try La Esmeralda's Mexican and Seafood Restaurant. Dine in or order out for the most authentic Mexican food Santa Clarita has to offer. Their Taco Tuesdays, it'll turn you into a regular. La Esmeralda on Bouquet at Haskell.
We salute our veterans who sacrifice for our freedom. Every week, we share an inspirational story of a local veteran on our Hometown Heroes page at hometownstation.com. Thanks to our good friends at Eternal Valley.
I'm Richard Nunnally, General Manager of Eternal Valley Memorial Park and Mortuary. We believe taking care of each other is what community is all about. We're proud to bring you the stories of our hometown heroes.
Eternal Valley, life well celebrated.
Visit hometownstation.com, sponsored by Eternal Valley.
Hey, Ned, what's with the cape and tights again? Didn't the boss tell you about that?
No, this time I'm really a Pacific Air hero. I'm flying around keeping our customers cool with our WOW AC tune-up. It's Super Ned to the rescue!
Get in the truck, Ned.
Well, we're not letting Ned run around in tights.
But we are saving people every day.
Mark Schneider and daughter Kaylee for Pacific Air.
We're saving people from a hot, miserable home caused by an aging or broken AC system.
When you call Pacific Air, we know your time is precious, so we promise on-time service to save you time.
And right now, with every WOW AC tune-up, we will disinfect and sanitize the inside of your heating and air system free. We think you'll say,
When you want the best, call Pacific Air.
Schedule your WOW AC tune-up now, just $77, and we'll sanitize your heating and air system free. No surprises, just exceptional service, because nobody cares like Pacific Air. Details at pacair.com.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And our guest now in studio is one of our sponsors from Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Myles McNamara. How are you doing, my love?
Miles.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
Nice to be here. How you guys doing?
It's better than
great,
talking
Miles.
on the
Thanks.
phone.
Yeah, the phone-ins were very, I could do it in my boxer shorts, but now, I got to get dressed to come out here in person. But it's good to be here, and, it's always good to see you guys' smiling faces.
Well, one of these days, maybe Dr. Jean Dorio, my co-host, will come into the studio.
Nah, he's going to do his boxer shows all this for the rest of the day.
That's right.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Anyway, I was listening coming in. I'm glad Kevin brought up, because I wanted to bring up as well, elder abuse day because that can happen on so many levels. And doing home care as we've done for 21 years, sometimes we have to ring that bell. Because elder abuse doesn't mean just physical. It can be, believe it or not, sexual. Right. It could be financial. It could be verbal. Abuse comes in a lot of different looks. So
yes, it does.
Sometimes you got to take an adult child or a friend or a neighbor's side and say, stop it. What are your motives?
Some of the abuse is not seen.
Right.
And that's the unfortunate part about it.
Well, the biggest thing, Kevin hit it on the head when he mentioned it, is the internet. Our senior demographics, the largest growing internet users, as they're learning, and those internet scams and phishing, that's spelled PFISHING, which, don't click links unless you know who the link is from, or attachments. I see emails daily that I don't even recognize, that instant delete. I don't even open the email, much less the link.
I see them on my cell phone.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Yep. Yeah, because they want to hack your cell phone now, too, because all your contacts and personal information's in there. But seniors, they really, as it does anyone, but especially our seniors, as they're introducing themselves to the internet and doing more shopping online, the bad guys, if you will, are out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And they will rope you in and just never, ever, when they ask for a social security number, all these, no one will ever ask for your social security number online or an email.
No.
But yeah,
not unless they're hacks or criminals.
I've done seminars on it, and even contractors take advantage of seniors. They'll come over and say, hey, it looks like you need a new roof. I'll do it for a quarter of the price. Give me $5,000. I'll go get the materials, and then that's the last they see of them.
Absolutely.
So, there's protocols of how to deal with contractors and any person selling their wares. Just be very, very careful.
Absolutely. You cannot be careful enough.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Senior scams, people, I haven't heard of this one in a while, but where they have someone call the grandparents saying that they've been arrested in a foreign country, but please don't tell mom. Can you send me $500 for, and
I've received one of those.
I know someone very close to me whose daughter is actually in the senior industry. I will not name names, but she fell for it. It's like, please don't tell mom or dad. They're going to kill me if they find out. Can you just wire me, whatever. And, of course, we will always love our grandchildren. I'm not a grandparent yet, but, so they do it. But, yeah, the scams come in all shapes and sizes.
Well, that was one of the reasons why I had my landline disconnected. I had it pulled.
Yeah.
Because every time it would ring in all hours of the day, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'd see, if I was in the living room watching TV, I'd see this little thing in the corner of the TV. And if I'd look at the phone, it would say possible scam risk.
Yeah. And you might have been one of the last 4 people on Earth to have a landline.
Well, it's quite possible. But it's gone now.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought, why am I paying for this?
Yeah.
It's garbage. Anyone I know knows my cell phone number.
Right.
And that's how they usually contact me.
Yeah, if you're not even on my contact list now, when you call my cell phone, they've got this feature. It silences the call, and your phone doesn't even ring. And so if someone who isn't in my contact list, they can still leave a message, but I'm not going to, the spam calls are relentless. And I don't know if I have Verizon. I don't know what other carriers do, but they actually identify potential scam now, or potential spam rather. So
yeah, mine's Verizon also.
Spam risk.
So there are tools to guard against it, but you still have to be on your toes and you have to be aware.
You certainly do. Now, getting back to Comfort Keepers and what you do.
We are Comfort Keepers in home care, and we are non-medical companion care. That goes to sort of a different level and dynamic. We just can't do anything that takes a medical license to do.
Right.
We also like to describe our services as if you are an adult child, check in on a mom and dad, and but you don't have the time because you're part of the sandwich generation, which means you have aging parents and you also have young kids of your own. And you're running around, taking your kids to soccer practice, but then you got to stop by and make sure that mom took her meds on time, or that dad, is eating well, what have you. So our comfort keepers come in and we take care of all the activities of daily living assistance, which, we help people in and out of the shower. We make sure they're eating nutritious meals. We make sure they are adhering to their medication schedule. We can run errands. Sometimes if the seniors are up to it, they'll go with us, have a nice outing, a nice errand. But, we'll go to the store, we'll go to the cleaners, whatever they need. So, like I said, anything that doesn't take a medical license to do, our comfort keepers can do it. And our goal is to help our seniors age in place in their own home. We've been doing it for 21 years now, right here in Santa Clarita. And I've also got an office in Encino. So if anyone is needing help in the San Fernando Valley, we can handle it through my office there. But we find ourselves not only allowing our seniors to stay safely in their own home, but also giving a huge peace of mind to our adult children. There's a lot of guilt there sometimes where because you're so busy at work and with your own kids and you feel like you need to get over and check on mom and dad more often. And if we have a comfort keeper doing that, so when you now do have time to come see mom or dad, you can be there as a loving child, as an adult child and spend time with your parents rather than the 2 hours you may have on a Sunday afternoon that you're doing the laundry, running to the store, restocking the fridge, doing all these. Just now you can sit and have a quality time visit with your parents.
That's the reason my daughter retired after 31 years.
To stock your fridge?
I haven't yet.
No, is that why she retired, to stock your fridge?
No, she retired because she said, Mom, I'm going to start coming down here and spending the night, a couple of nights a week, and spending the day with you.
That's
great.
great.
She said, I don't like you being alone 24/7.
Well, but you're right, that's great, but you're so independent still that you guys will now be spending quality time together still. Yes. So she'll keep half an eye on you, which is her goal, but you're going to run her ragged, Barbara.
Well, I have neighbors across the street who constantly check on me also, and I call in with them too.
Yeah.
And my daughter and both my kids call me every day.
And I don't know if you have them or not, but if a senior's not quite ready for home care yet, and we're not, is to get what they call an emergency response system, which you can wear a necklace.
I have a life alert.
Okay.
I have a life alert.
Because again,
it's here.
You could fall and break a hip no matter how rambunctious and hellion you are, because stuff happens. My mom had one because she lived alone. We since put her in assisted living, but she had one, but she fell into the tub. And the pendant got kind of stuck behind her back, and she couldn't reach it. And she lay there for 4.5, 5 hours until my brother stopped by. So
I have one just above my tub.
Yeah.
I have a walk-in tub, and it's a great big red oval that's on the wall.
Nice.
And of course, I have my life alert in my purse, and I have one at home. And it was interesting because I was getting ready to get in the car, and I got a phone call on my phone saying, "This is Life Alert. Is everything all right? Your buzzer went off." I said, "Oh," and I checked, and of course it's in my purse, and there was one in the bedroom where I had taken my nightgown off to get dressed, and I thought, "Oh, let me check in the house." What had happened is my cat got on my nightgown, and that was where the Life Alert pendant was, and she set it off.
So it sounds like you have as many pendants as I have reading glasses laying around the house. I've got reading glasses everywhere, but so you've got a button so that's great. That's great planning.
Well, I figured, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Right. Right. And even if you do have home care, my comfort keepers has arrived at, because we're not with people 24/7 all the time. So if we're there, 6-8 hours a day, but they're alone at night, we've come in the morning and they've fallen, and they laid there till we showed up, which is awful. But of course, then we start really pushing, if they didn't listen to us the first time, of having a life alert, having that emergency response button to push, so that if you do fall and God forbid break a hip or what have you, push that button and help's on its way. So
absolutely.
If we have aging loved ones that are by themselves at any point in time, they should have a life alert. At least a cell phone that they have in their pocket the whole time. But yeah, it's very important because we all trip and fall since we started walking, much less as we get a little older and start having some balance issues and that type of stuff.
That's right. And as you get older, you do have balance issues.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, so-
absolutely do. There's no getting away from it.
And that's part of what we do as well. Before we start service with anybody, we have a home assessment, which we evaluate. You know, our clients think they know their needs, but sometimes they don't know what they don't know. So we'll come in and not only assess our potential client of what sort of physical and such assistance they might need, but even just around the house, we'll inspect the house because, you know, sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees and you don't notice that throw rug in the middle of the room that's going to trip mom the minute she tries to go over it with her walker. Are there extension cords that need to be tucked away and organized? Is there a threshold going from the kitchen to the living room that's too high because you can get a lower profile threshold so there's no tripping and that sort of stuff. Even as we age in place, we have to make changes. I kind of rival it to when we child-proof our house. When we have a child, as we grow older in our house, we have to senior-proof our house. That helps our seniors better because that wide grouted tile in the kitchen used to be great in their 40s and 50s, but now that they're going in the kitchen with their walker and, you know, those wheels are getting stuck in the wide grout lines, and so we have to, you know, are there, you know, grab bars strategically placed, and even the kitchen. Everyone thinks about the bathroom, but even in the kitchen, you can have a grab bar on the island or the sink or whatever if that's where you're a lot, because the most falls happen with our seniors in the bathroom and the kitchen. Those are the two top places falls occur.
Yep.
That's interesting because I had wooden flooring put in all of the rooms except the bedroom and those outlying rooms, and I had put a round carpet underneath the dining room table in the dining room, and my kids said, "Mom, that's not a good place. You get out of your chair and you watch where you walk. And you go in there behind the chair into the kitchen, and that's the first thing you're going to do is trip over that rug.
Yeah.
Get it out."
Yep.
And throw rugs are bad to begin with, but then when you put them on slippery surfaces like a hardwood floor, you know, if you're not properly putting the rubber, you know, I don't even know what to call it, grommet that kind of
whatever it
adheres
is.
to the throw rug to the floor. There's just no need for throw rugs. I mean, just don't.
Well, this wasn't a throw rug. This was a very big circular
Yeah, but how often
carpet.
do you see rugs that are kind of curling up on the end?
Well, that's
you know,
true, but that's what they were saying.
Danger. Yeah.
You could trip over that and crash your head on that table, on the wall, and you'd be out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's just no
Hurt
reason for that.
yourself,
I mean,
no.
and those are the things as we age in place that, you know, not only the wide grout lines, like I mentioned, the high profile threshold, sharp corners, you know, strategically placed grab bars, all these things that, you know, we can adjust as we move along and age in place. Wasn't a factor 5 years ago, but it is now.
Absolutely.
So sometimes folks don't know what they don't know, as I said earlier. So that's part of our assessment when we go into the living environment and in the home is, you know, not just what our potential or existing clients' physical needs are, but their living environment may need a tweak.
Yeah, well,
we
it's
have to
interesting
make,
because
we have to make it an age-friendly home.
Absolutely.
Which is clearly important. But, you know, Miles, one of the great things that you have done in the past is when you make your assessment, you also educate family members and caregivers on how to do the transferring and repositioning in bed and sometimes changing diapers and things like that. Do you still do that?
Absolutely. Again, it just
Right.
depends on the level of care. I mean, we have clients that, and it's not sought after much and they don't realize how valuable it is. It's on our brochure, but a lot of people really undersell the value of companionship, especially through this pandemic when isolation and depression was so, you know, irrelevant in our society. But anywhere from just potential companionship all the way on to heavy hands-on personal care, adult diaper changes, assistance in and out of the shower, standby assist, a gait belt which goes around our seniors' waist while they're on a walker. You hold onto that gait belt to stabilize them.
Yes.
You know, so yeah, we have, like I said, we go right up to that line of what a medical license would be required for. And if we hit that line, then we've got, you know, our golden Rolodex. We can refer home health or anybody who can now come in and do those things if the doctor will prescribe it. If we show the need, it should be prescribed. I'm sure you see that all the time, Dr. D.
Yep.
You know, if the, you know, a lot of times our adult children who hire us are out of state. So they're not physically able to come into the house, and because family members can refill that med tray, we legally can't. But we could go to their physician and say, hey, we need an hour prescribed home health, so that nurse can come in and set this med tray up for, you know, from a week to a month, and then give us the schedule, and then we'll make sure that the meds are taken when they're prescribed. Same with physical therapy. A lot of our seniors will come home. We're not a licensed physical therapist, but if they get prescribed home therapy, or we could even take them to physical therapy, and if the licensed physical therapist shows my care manager and my caregiver what needs to be, we can now monitor that. We can make sure that, you know, mom is doing whatever's been, you know, prescribed by the physical therapist, so that they can get stronger while we're there also. So we're very big direction followers. We know what to do on the non-medical level, but we work hand in hand with home health care, with hospice, physical therapy, you know, whatever, you know, is involved in the spectrum of care, we work hand in hand with all the time.
And that's
and
so valuable.
doctors.
And doctors.
And the home health agencies. And that's, you know, relative to communication, Miles, Comfort Keepers has done a tremendous job in our community for allowing our seniors to age in place. And we thank you for that.
Well, it sounds sappy, but it's a privilege. You know, it's like having multitude sets of grandparents for us. And, you know, it's and just to see the happiness of our seniors to be able to age in place wherever they want, because some may want to go to an assisted living facility. They may like that environment, that cruise ship on land, as they call it.
No, not for me.
A lot of people do. I mean, my mother was very excited to go to the assisted living because she was lonely at home by herself. You know, now she has the opportunity to meet friends and play bingo and do all that other stuff with the activities they do, where when she was living in her own home, my brother and sister would pop by when they could, but 98% of the time, if not more, she's at home alone watching a blaring TV.
Well, that's not a bad thing either, but it is a bad thing because you get stuck in that chair watching that television.
But the bottom line,
24/7.
Barbara, is it's our seniors' choice.
Absolutely.
If they want assisted living,
That's right.
if they want home, you know, at least we give them the option.
That's right. That's right. I know, because when Russ was so ill, I had your workers over taking care of him.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't do it. There was no way I could get him out of the chair and follow him around and that kind of thing.
And a lot.
Just
I'm
couldn't
seeing the
do
break
it.
signal, so I'll hold that thought till after.
Okay. We need to take the break. Yes, I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS.
It's a hit. Audiences are loving Something Rotten, playing out the Canyon Theater Guild. The year is 1595, and Shakespeare is a rock star. A rival acting troupe can't compete with The Bard. They need something new, exciting, never before done. Laugh your way back in time to the Renaissance with this hilarious show featuring tap dancing, Shakespeare, and the origins of the musical. Get your tickets today by calling 661-799-2702 or reserve online at canyontheater.org.
It's time to experience a pain relief, wellness, and anti-aging treatment unlike any other. It's time to check out Mend Cryotherapy. Relieve chronic joint and muscle pain, diminish soreness and inflammation, alleviate stress-related symptoms, boost immune system performance, and improve sleep and recovery times. Mend Cryotherapy is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go to Mend, M-E-N-D, cryotherapy.com on Newhall Ranch Road in the Gateway Shopping Center.
Aloha, friends! Go check out Honu Coffee, home of the best cold brew coffee. What makes their coffee special is how their organic coffee beans are infused with nitrogen to create a smooth and delicious cup of coffee. You'll also find traditional bold coffees and island-inspired signature drinks. They're the perfect place to catch up with friends or just relax with your favorite cup of joe. Honu Coffee on Lyons and Walnut in Newhall. Stop by and say aloha.
And now for your convenience, a second Honu location at 23502 Lyons Avenue between Peachland and Apple.
Pastor Jerry Cook here. Listen in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. for Politics and the Pulpit. Think they don't mix? Tune in Wednesday at 2 p.m. here on your hometown station, KHTS 1220 AM and 98.1 FM. Join us.
Helping lead the way to a greener future, all of Burtek's Santa Clarita Valley waste collection trucks run on clean-burning natural gas. Burtek takes pride in their community, and they've been serving the SCV for nearly 2 decades. Because at Burtek, we'll take care of it.
No words can describe the power of belonging to a group of close friends or being part of a family. Insight Treatment Center was founded more than 20 years ago to give teenagers a community of friends and family as they overcome issues like depression, anxiety, and trauma. The new Santa Clarita location is a COVID-secure environment where distance and good airflow are a priority. As a leader in providing intensive outpatient treatment to teenagers, Insight Treatment Center in Santa Clarita is here to help. Call 888-295-9995 or go online to insighttreatment.com.
If you're in need of physical therapy, check out Focus Physical Therapy. Owner and therapist Adam Laraway has the latest in cutting-edge technology, introducing the Newbie, the ultimate in neuromuscular re-education. The Newbie can help you heal up to 70% faster and was FDA cleared in September 2017. The Newbie uses pulsed direct current, which mimics the same neurological signals the brain uses and allows the therapist to identify those signals with 100% accuracy. Newbie can even help improve your sleep while tackling issues with neck, knee, and shoulder pain, sciatica, and arthritis. It can accelerate your fitness progress, which means better results in less sessions. Get stronger quicker. Why not use the same technology that the Dodgers and the LA Clippers use? Focus PT, located on Peachland off Lyons in Newhall. Call 255-4205. Go online at focusphysicaltherapyscv.com.
We salute our veterans who sacrifice for our freedom. Every week, we share an inspirational story of a local veteran on our Hometown Heroes page at hometownstation.com. Thanks to our good friends at Eternal Valley.
I'm Richard Nunnally, General Manager of Eternal Valley Memorial Park and Mortuary. We believe taking care of each other is what community is all about. We're proud to bring you the stories of our hometown heroes.
Eternal Valley, life well celebrated.
Visit hometownstation.com, sponsored by Eternal Valley.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And we're speaking with one of our sponsors of Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Myles McNamara. Yes. Ooh.
Well, I understand we're short on time, so I just want to get out that I heard Kevin mention it, which I appreciated, but I am proud to be the title sponsor at our upcoming Celebrity Waiter Dinner, and I just wanted to push it out there to folks that don't know what that is. It's the biggest fundraiser we do annually for the Senior Center. Helps all the programs over there, and so if you're interested, Bella Vita is beautiful.
That's an understatement.
It's July 16th, so if you're interested to buy a table, to get a sponsorship on any level, and I think they're probably selling some individual tickets.
Yes.
Please call the Senior Center and ask them about it. 661-259-9444, and just come on down because it'll be a great event.
Say the phone number a little slower.
259-9444.
That's better, Myles.
But yeah, it's a great event. I know it was kind of handcuffed the last couple of years because of the pandemic. You had it last year, and that's when you experimented with the outside courtyard.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But so
and if our listeners want to get a hold of you, Myles, how do we get a hold of Comfort Keepers?
You can go to comfortkeepers.com to get your head around home care a little bit more. But we've been on Lions for all 21 years. And then we've got 23900 Lyons Avenue is our building there on the corner of Lyons and Vermont. And then we can be reached at 661-287-4200, 661-287-4200. If you think home care might be a good fit for you, we'll do a free assessment and try to help you out making that decision.
It's well worth it for our seniors.
Appreciate your being on the show today. 287-4200, 888-888-0000. We are sponsored by Myles McNamara and Comfort Cubers In-Home Care, Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, and Hestia Med Spa. Listen to us next week